Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Brothers in Gaming, to our Madden franchise, which is the San Diego Chargers, and we are in week 2 of the regular season, and today we are in San Diego, taking on the Seattle Seahawks, a team which is also 1-0 after they beat the Green Bay Packers 42-21 last week. That's right, 42-21 against the Packers. A game in which they had the ball for over 40 minutes of the game. They were able to just run the ball with Marshawn Lynch and just eat up the clock. And it's likely that they're going to try and do the same thing to us. So, Seattle wins the toss. They're going to receive the ball. And we're going to see what our Chargers team can do. They are also 1-0 after a close win against the Arizona Cardinals last week. So, don't really fancy our chances here, to be honest. This is a tough team. Obviously, coming off a... well, it depends which way you look at it. In this case, they're coming off a win against the Broncos. But anyway, we're going to get into the game, because like I said, 1 year after all this stuff, it's very confusing with the rosters and that. So anyway, looking at this offensive line, not as strong as it used to be. They do, however, have very good weapons on offense there, including Jimmy Graham, who's just come over from the Saints in their trade for a first-round pick from the Saints. But they're going to start the game off with Marshawn Lynch, which is probably the right thing to do because he's a beast. You can see him getting up there for a couple of yards. This Chargers defense is still exactly the same, and they're going to be really hard pressed to try and stop Marshawn Lynch and keep Russell Wilson in the pocket, and hopefully stop these receivers, because let's face it, they don't have the best receiving core in the NFL, and we've got some pretty good corners, so we'll see what happens. Our secondary's pretty solid. But here he finds Jimmy Graham, his new weapon, who can't keep his feet in bounds. I'm not sure about that, but Russell Wilson starts 0 for 2. Russell Wilson now drops back. He's going to look. He's got time. No pass rush whatsoever. And that's Doug Baldwin making the catch on the sideline. That's a big gain there. Just as I was talking about these average receivers, they go ahead and do that. So, karma, I suppose. But now Russell Wilson's going to take off something he's well known for, but we're going to do a good job containing him there. Denzel Perryman making the stop. Wilson drops back. Good protection. And there's a bit of a miscommunication there between him and his new target, Jimmy Graham. So he's going to drop back again. Russell Wilson. He throws. Got plenty of time, but this time it's Ricardo Lockett he finds. I believe it's Ricardo Lockett. Don't quote me on that. I apologise for all that noise. My microphone just decided to turn around on its own. But back to the game. So Wilson this time is going to hand off to Marshawn Lynch. He's going to go right up the middle, and he nearly gets the touchdown, if not for Eric Weddle making the stop on the 1 yard line. Good job there by the veteran free safety. But this time Marshawn Lynch, he's just going to stiff arm his way into the end zone. And that's Denzel Perryman, our new rookie linebacker who we got in the second round. And wow, made to look really weak and soft on that play. So we're going to go for a run game of our own. Melvin Gordon's going to take the carry for 5 yards. Very next play, Rivers back to Melvin Gordon. Some blocking on the side. The defender trips and Gordon makes a nice gain there on the ground. Chargers trying to establish a running game this year with Melvin Gordon, their first overall pick. Melvin Gordon on a draw play now. He manages to fight forward for 2 yards. But he looks pretty beat after that play. Our offensive line, of course, has stayed the same. Ramon Hayward is the only new addition on that line. Malcolm Floyd, apparently the player to watch. You know, he hasn't had a big year yet. He's only had a couple of catches. Melvin Gordon, again, going up the right-hand side. Some pretty good blocking by this offensive line so far. Able to spring him out and get him across the line. But there's the defensive line and the defensive linebackers as opposed to offensive linebackers. I don't know. But this defense, everyone knows about the Legion of Boom, and they're just ridiculous. So, but here we're going to find Stevie Johnson wide open, who's newly acquired by the Chargers. A former Bill and San Francisco 49er. Rivers now on the play action. He's going to throw and can't quite make it to Antonio Gates there. Coverage was good. So we're going to go to the very next play now. He hands off to Melvin Gordon on 2nd and 10. That's a nice gain. A nice gap there to get through for 6 yards. But on 3rd down, he's going to go to Keenan Allen, and there's our star receiver picking up the 1st down. Working on Richard Sherman there as he did last year. Many people will disagree, but there we go. But this time, Melvin Gordon, more good blocking, and the defender misses. I believe that's Michael Bennett. And again, Melvin Gordon making good hay on the right side of this line. This time he's going to go left, and not quite as much room as Bobby Wagner sniffs that play out. Bobby Wagner, one of the best linebackers in the NFL, probably. Rivers now, he's going to find Keenan Allen again, but a great effort by Richard Sherman, who manages to dive and then go back into a standing animation very quickly. Gates there manages to snatch the ball away from KJ Wright. Good coverage there, though. So that was lucky. Melvin Gordon, he's going to look, he's going to try and get to the middle of this line, but this is not an easy line to run against. And Melvin Gordon again, and he breaks the tackle, and he's in for the touchdown. I believe his first touchdown of his NFL career. Melvin Gordon, great job, buddy. He's really, really working hard today, so we're going to keep that going. Marshawn Lynch too, also working very hard. So he goes for a couple of yards, and Denzel Perryman there just tackles way too early. My bad. And Ricardo Lockett gets the first down. So now Wilson shotgun, no one in the backfield with him, and he's going to throw, and there's Jimmy Graham. He's going to get a good block, and he's going to fight forward for a big gain there. That's unfortunate. Got to try and stop Jimmy Graham, but there's no one we have who can probably cover him in man coverage, so we're going to have to see what we can do. Lynch now, he's going to get tackled in the backfield. A great play by Jason Verrett, reading the play and blowing it up for a 3-yard loss. Wilson knows he's going to go straight back to Marshawn Lynch, who runs straight into a defender. He had a lot more room there, but unfortunately, for him anyway, Eric Weddle's there to make the stop after he runs into a defender. Wilson, he's going to go long, and that's Richardson. I don't even know his first name, but he gets the ball, and that's a big gain again. Robert Turbin gets blown up there by Jaleel Adai. Turbin, an excellent backup to Marshawn Lynch. Lynch now gets blown up by Adai as well. He's had a couple of nice plays in a row now. But still 3rd and 3, play action this time. Wilson going to roll out, and that's a great play by 97. I think that's Jeremiah Tauchu, the rookie outside, well, 1-year outside linebacker that we drafted last year in the 2nd round, and that's a nice play to get pressure on him there. So they set up for the field goal, and Rivers now going to hand off to Gordon again, who fights forward, falling forward for 4 yards. Nice play there. Rivers drops back. He's going to rush back from this pressure, and he nearly gets picked off by Bobby Wagner. Lucky there. So Rivers looks again, and that's nearly picked off again. So a couple of poor decisions there is going to lead to a 3 and out for the Chargers. Wilson, though, he's going to leave the pocket, get some good blocks. He's running downfield, and the ball's out. Oh, but Jermaine Kearse is able to recover. Good play there by Brandon Flowers, though. Heads up play. Lynch now fighting forward for even more yardage. He has a 4.2 average so far, because my math is good. Wilson now, he's going to try and skip the pocket, but that's going to be a sack for Kendall Reyes as he runs right into his path. So nice job there by the defense. Wilson drops back, he looks, and he overthrows his receiver there. I couldn't see who it was. So now that's going to lead to a Chargers play. Chargers, they're going to screw up the screen pass there. Melvin Gordon does a frozen goalkeeper and doesn't even catch the ball, but this time he's going to go long, and there's Keenan Allen running wide open. The corner tried to keep up, and he jukes him. A nasty juke for a huge gain by Keenan Allen. Great job. And a good pass by Phillip Rivers to get it right on his outside shoulder, only where he could get it. But it looks like the booth are going to review this play. They're probably looking to see whether he stayed in bounds after that filthy juke move that he made on that poor corner. I can't remember which corner they got. I believe it's Kerry Williams now at this point. So, unbelievable. Or perhaps even Jeremy Lane was the player there. But I can't see from here because the camera angles are shoddy. But I believe he may have stepped out of bounds there, which is unfortunate. Which means that the play isn't going to be as long as we thought it would be. And it looks like my suspicions are correct. The ruling on the field is overturned. So we're going to have to keep driving now. But that's okay. Still a nice gain. Rivers, he's going to lob it to Jacoby Jones on the out. Who makes a nice 6-yard gain. Working on the linebacker there. Rivers, he drops back, he looks, there's Jones again, and he fights forward for a first down. Getting on the action. In the shotgun this time. He looks, he's got time, he throws it long, and that's nearly picked off by Earl Thomas. Not a great pass there. Not enough air underneath it, so they're going to try again. Rivers, he dodged a bullet, and he just completely overthrows Antonio Gates that time. Some miscommunication there. So 3rd down now, just like that, and Rivers is going to drop back, he's going to throw it all across the middle of the field, and there's Floyd who can't hold on. And that's going to make it a 3 and out. The Chargers going to punt the ball. Wilson now drops back, nearly trips over his own offensive player and just throws it on the turf. So that should have been intentional grounding perhaps, but we'll see. But again, good pressure there by the Chargers, but they can't bring him down. So that's not going to lead to any loss of yardage, but I think that was Kendall Reyes again making the play. Get into Russell Wilson after our guy in the backfield couldn't tackle him at all. So they elect just to run the ball here, and Jaleel Adai gets mowed down, and that brings up half time. So Seahawks lead this game 10-7. Chargers defense though looking pretty solid, not allowing too many yards through the air, a couple on the ground. But I think, to be honest, a lot of it has got to do with the Seahawks' lack of rhythm on offense. They're really struggling to get anything going through the air, on the ground. So a lot of this game is going to be going through Marshawn Lynch, I feel. But there's Malcolm Floyd making a lovely one-handed catch across the middle. 2nd and 1. Rivers is going to toss to Melvin Gordon. Not a lot of room there, but he cuts it back inside for a nice gain. Great vision to see that hole. The right side was blocked up. So they're gonna hand it off to Melvin Gordon again. This time he was dragged down by the linebacker. Not a lot of room there. Going to dump it off to Gordon on the screen, but that is read by KJ Wright, and he gets tackled for a loss. So 3rd and 9 now. Really deflating play there. Rivers is going to throw it, and there's Keenan Allen. What a grab! What a grab by Keenan Allen. Laying out and keeping his feet in. That's why he's our star receiver. Oh, Keenan Allen, take a bow. Take a bow. Now Rivers hands off to Melvin Gordon, but it doesn't look like we can get quite the push we liked. And that's Michael Bennett coming through and tackling him for a no gain there. Rivers dropping back, he looks, and there's Antonio Gates wide open, and he's going to get close and he's going to get over the first down, in fact. Nice push there, running over Richard Sherman for the first down. Rivers with 2 guys back. Brandon Oliver this time taking the ball, our great backup running back. Really good tandem we've got here in San Diego. We might try more of a run back by committee, we'll see. Rivers is going to throw it high. Allen is there, and he catches it. Having a good game through the air so far is our Keenan Allen, getting open on nearly every play. Rivers hands off, but no, it's a play fake, and he's going to throw, and he just miscalculates that throw to David Johnson. So that's incompletion. So jumps back again, he's got another opportunity, pressure coming, and he can't get rid of the ball. And there's Jeremy Hill, I believe his name is. Big DT. So Rivers drops back again after that play, but there's Jacoby Jones downfield. But he gets brought down at the 1 yard line, ever so close, couldn't reach it over before his knee hit the ground. So the Chargers get a chance to run it in. Melvin Gordon, he gets stuck on his own blocker, and he's going to get bashed for a 4 yard loss, which is a shame. So Rivers, but we're not going to give up. Held off to Melvin Gordon again, and his 2nd touchdown of the day. Fantasy owners, be happy. Melvin Gordon. Chargers now looking good as they lead the game 14-10. Actually starting to find a run game this year. So Wilson has got to find his own run game as Lynch annihilates 2 defenders, but he coughs at the football, and Eric Weddle's going to pick it up, and he's going to stay on his feet, but he gets tackled just before he can get the touchdown. Great heads-up play there, and a nice play to rip the ball out as Marshawn Lynch was powering through defenders, but the booth are going to review this play, and we'll see if this was indeed a fumble. If not, that's a great play by Marshawn Lynch to just make something out of nothing, quite frankly. There's 2 challenges in the game so far. And it looks like Marshawn Lynch's knee probably hit the ground before the ball came out. Nice effort by Jeremiah Tauchu, though. Jeremiah Tauchu, I keep saying his name wrong. He hasn't got the easiest name to say, let's face it. So both coaches wait to see what the call is. And unfortunately, it is overturned, so the Chargers can't get the turnover there. So Marshawn Lynch is going to keep powering through defenders on his way to another 2 yard gain. So 3rd and 5, Russell Wilson looking, and he fires. There's Jermaine Kearse, who's got loads of room to run, but we're able to bring him down just before he can break it for a touchdown, which is lucky. Wilson handing off to Lynch again, and he gets thrown forward for 6 yards. Nice gain there. Lynch again, no surprise there, powering through defenders, and we stop him just short. A nice play by Melvin Ingram to keep it short there, but Wilson in shotgun, he looks, he's going to drop back, pressure coming, and there it is. There's Melvin Ingram with a sack. So a great stand by the defense there. Leads to no points for the Seattle Seahawks, and the offense of the Chargers able to get back on the field. Melvin Gordon gets hurt here on a 2 yard gain, but it doesn't look too bad so far. Of course, the Chargers are really worried. That's their star first pick, but he's able to get up and walk off under his own power, so hopefully it won't be too bad of an injury. So Rivers is going to go play action, and he can't quite find Antonio Gates there again. Throwing him quite low today. So 3rd and 8 in the shotgun. Rivers is going to throw. There's Stevie Johnson, and he can't quite make the first down. So only 2 yards short. The Chargers elect to punt, and the Seahawks are back on the field. Wilson now in shotgun, he throws, and there's Ricardo Lockett again. A nice throw down the middle. Again, I might be wrong. His name might not be Ricardo Lockett, but I'm not sure. So Wilson now in shotgun again. He drops back. He's going to look, pressure coming. He rolls left, and what a pass! But it's nearly picked off by Eric Weddle, throwing it down the field as he runs left. What a ridiculous pass! But luckily for us, it was knocked down. Wilson is going to drop back again, though, and he's going to rush this time. And the defender decides that's... Wow, I can't remember who that is, but he did a terrible job. I do remember who it is. I can't remember his name. Ricardo Matthews does a terrible job. And that means Russell Wilson could scramble for a huge gain there. So now in the red zone, he's going to drop. He's going to look. And that's a great play by Jaleel Adai. Knocking the ball from Jimmy Graham. Huge play. Huge play on defense. So Wilson now is just going to hand off to Marshawn Lynch and see if he can get the goal. But nope. The goal? The touchdown. Jesus. Showing my limey roots there. So Wilson drops back, he's in the shotgun, and that's a great play by Kendall Reyes, and that's his 3rd sack of the game. Where has this been his entire career? So the Seahawks are just going to be content to kick the field goal. So that means the Chargers still at 14-13 in the 4th quarter, so doing well so far. Melvin Gordon back in the game now, they're going to hand it off to him. Doesn't look like he's as fast as he was before, maybe the injury's hampering him a little bit. So Rivers goes into shotgun, he's waiting, he's got time, but he looks, and the pressure comes too fast that time. They couldn't block Michael Bennett forever, and they're down to a 3rd and 19. Huge play here, so he dumps it off to Jacoby Jones for a short gain just to get rid of it, and that's going to force a 3 and out, and Chargers punt. Can't get my words out as usual. Wilson in the shotgun, he's going to look, he's going to hit Ricardo Lockett, who can't get brought down. Some shoddy tackling by the Chargers, and he makes a nice gain there after Patrick Robertson can't make the initial tackle. So Wilson drops back, he's looking, he's scrambling around, he throws, and there's Matthews, Chris Matthews, working on Matt Elam there, the safety. Not great in coverage, unfortunately, just has good physical attributes. Wilson scrambling across, and he throws across his body on the run, and Baldwin pays for that. Doug Baldwin taking a big hit there by Eric Weddle, but next play, Marshawn Lynch able to fight forward for a couple, but Chargers staying strong on the goal line here. 2nd and goal, Lynch gets the handoff, and that's a huge play by Melvin Ingram, stopping him for only a 1-yard gain. So 1 yard to go. Robert Turbin, can he get there? Jeremy Atauchu makes the tackle too early and only trips Turbin. That could be huge. That could decide this game if they could have kept Robert Turbin out there, if Atauchu had made the correct tackle. But here they're going to go for 2 in this situation to make it a touchdown game. Wilson, there you go, you saw it. I tried to say scramble, but I can't speak because I'm a retard. So now, Chargers are down by a touchdown with only 2 minutes left. Rivers are going to go quite fast here. He's going to hand it off to Gates. He drops back. He finds Gordon there on the short play, who was a nice juke against Richard Sherman. Sherman not having a good game so far. Rivers drops back, he looks, there's Gordon again, he's going to try and juke again, but this time he is brought down for a 5-yard gain. Plenty of time left yet, 1 minute 28 seconds, Rivers under shot into centre, goes to Stevie Johnson, who makes a nice move, and he's going to get a big gain. Having a nice day so far, Stevie Johnson, a couple of nice catches. Rivers drops back, he's going to look, and he's going to go long, and he can't quite connect with Malcolm Floyd. That's a shame, that would have been a big play right there. So they're going to try again, Rivers, pressure coming, he breaks the sack and finds Malcolm Floyd this time. Nice play by Philip Rivers, able to elude the pressure. Rivers now dropping back quite far, and he finds Allen for his 5th catch of the game. Having a good day so far. Chargers call their first timeout. Rivers dropping back, looks, he throws, and there's Stevie Johnson, who can't quite hold on after a big hit from the safety. That's unfortunate, another big gain there, squandered. Rivers though, going to go straight back to Stevie Johnson, who makes up for it with another nice gain. 22 seconds left, 1st and goal. Chargers take the 2nd timeout. Rivers looks, he comes back, pressure coming. Oh, that would have been spectacular. So close. As the pressure comes, Rivers just launches a bullet for Stevie Johnson. It's just slightly too high, and as he goes for the diving one-handed grab. So 17 seconds, Rivers throws and overthrows Antonio Gates. So 3rd and goal, 8 yards to go, 14 seconds. Can Rivers do it? He throws, and there's Malcolm Floyd. Touchdown, San Diego. And they tie the game up 21-21. Novak puts on the extra point, and there it is. That's the tie with 12 seconds left. So Seahawks just run the football, and we go into overtime. So here we go for the coin flip on overtime. Chargers have won the toss, so they are going to elect to receive. See if they can get this quick touchdown and get out of here, quite frankly, with a win. A win against the Super Bowl champions would be a huge, huge boon for this team. So Rivers under center. He's going to give it to Melvin Gordon, who's been good today. Not much to go there, but 4 yards either way. Rivers in the shotgun, looks, drops back. He's got some time, but the pressure comes from the left-hand side, and he is sacked by Cliff Averill. So it's 3rd and 20, huge gain on 1st down, and it's knocked down by Richard Sherman working on Malcolm Floyd. So just like that, the Chargers have to punt, and that's not what they wanted in overtime. So Lynch is going to break left, he's going to spin Manti Te'o, breaks a tackle, and nearly gets a 1st down on that run play. 2nd and 1, Wilson hands off to Lynch, he cuts inside, he's got room, and he breaks tackles, and he's going to go for another big gain. Who can anyone stop this man? Wilson drops back, he's going to look, there's Jimmy Graham, and he's going to get tackled short of the 1st down. So the Chargers still trying to keep him short, but he is Lynch and he will not be denied. Look at that huge gap in the Chargers defense, and he gets a huge gain there. They're going to go to Robert Turbin this time, keeping this running attack going, as the Seahawks are known for. He makes a 4-yard gain. Wilson again to Lynch, this time bottled up, but not as much as we would have liked for a 5-yard gain. Wilson shotgun, 3rd and 1, pressure coming, and he finds Chris Matthews. Oh, who cares what his name is? He scored. So the Chargers lose 28-21 in overtime in a heartbreaker. If we could have beaten the Super Bowl champions here, it would have been a huge, huge thing. Instead, they squat in shame, and the game is over. So that's week 2 of the regular season. The Chargers now stand at 1-1 after a good game against the Seattle Seahawks. I should mention that I've stopped doing my columns on Operation Sports right now because, quite frankly, I just don't have time in the day to do it. It takes a long time. I'd rather just do a video. I'll probably do videos throughout the year at certain points so we can follow the other teams that way. So your player of the game is Russell Wilson, and I hope you join me Sunday for next Sunday for more Madden. Take care.